So my journey so far, I bought a loom, I cleaned it, I bought some replacement parts, I fitted them, and here we are, ready to wind my first ever warp. But I don't have a warping board, and they're really expensive. So I've bought some pegs, and I've got some wood in the shed, but obviously I haven't got around to making one yet. But this is what I'm aiming for. This is my friend Jane's warping board. I'm going to have a crack at warping without a warping board. I have 2 dining chairs. Here they are, upside down, ready to start off. My plan is to follow the advice given on the Craftsy course, Floor Loom Weaving by Janet Dawson, but just adapt it for my chairs and see what happens. What I've done is I've measured a different coloured yarn. I've done 2 meters and I've wrapped it starting at the top left hand corner of my made up board. I've wrapped it round so that I can do the cross around these 2 and finish at this bottom left. And then, so basically I've been watching Craftsy and she has started her main thread at the bottom right. So I'm going to go back following the guide, is it guide thread? Lead thread? Whatever it is. So I've got the cross, so under and then over and then back around this one and then under and then over. So I need to do 96 of these, so it's going to take me a little while. Round. I think she did these the same and then just did a loop round the bottom, the last one. So hopefully that's okay. So we're on 3. And she did counting after she'd done quite a lot, so I need 96 of these, right? So then I need to go back to, so my top one, under, over, wrap round, and then the opposite way round. So I've got my cross. Right. Yeah, I mean, so far it seems to work okay. Might be different if you've got a really long warp, but for this it seems okay. So what I'm going to start doing is fast forward a little bit because otherwise it's going to be quite boring for you to watch. So to give you a better idea what I'm doing, this is what it looks like from above. The cross is looking pretty neat, I think. Okay, so I've got about halfway there, just a little bit more. Okay, so I think I've done 96 wraps. This is what it looks like, so it's not super neat, super tight, but I'm told as long as the cross is okay. So we've actually got 2 crosses, I've got a cross there and a cross between those 2, that it will be okay. So we will see. I'm going to start with tying up the cross. Okay, so I've got some string. I'm going to try the bottom one first because I think it might be easier to get to. Let me just get that measury one out the way. So make a V and then wrap twice, she said. And that, okay, good. And make a V, wrap twice. And the last one for the cross. Okay, so that is the cross done. Ah, okay, I have probably tied up the coloured bit in there. Never mind. I will cut that out afterwards because it's not really strong enough to use for this again anyway. Okay, I'm going to do one tie at the start. And see what happens. Okay, good, and I haven't got that coloured one in that one. Okay, and my friend recommended doing a choke here, so I'm going to try that. Let's get a longer thread for this one. So she said, I think she said wrap it round both. Wrap it round and do the surgeon's knot. And then wrap it round again. Another surgeon's knot. Hopefully I've got that tight enough. Okay. Okay, then we're going to do the front ones. So she said do both sides separately, I think. So I'll just add this end into one side. Okay, we'll see if you can see this one. Right, last one. And then I think that's it. Okay, now I'm going to attempt to do a warp chain. So she said, put your hand through, grab, make a chain, then put your other hand through, grab, make a chain, put your other hand through, oops, okay, grab, make a chain, and she said stop when you get to the cross. So slip pass on. Okay, and then use the circle, go through there, and what else did she say? Let's just pull that. Through there. Oops. I've got two ends. I think she said wrap round the front and then pull it up. Okay. Doesn't really look like a chain, but you know, it is a shorter one, so hopefully that's okay. We'll soon see a bit later when we try and put it on the loom. So here's the final result, ready to go on the loom.